All right, we're here after West Liberty's victory tonight, 114-91 over Westchester. And we're joined by Hilltoppers head coach Ben Hallett, along with Findlay Woodward and Kyler DeAugustino as well, following their victory tonight. Ben, just your thoughts right after the ball game tonight.
Yeah, kind of mixed emotions right now. Obviously, I'm glad we got the win. That's the most important thing. But did not play well. And part of that is because we have so many new guys we're putting in the game. And we have two true freshmen that we put in, have a redshirt freshman that played. And then we have some transfers that never played 1 minute of West Liberty basketball. So this team's going to take time, and there's no better way to practice than actually playing in a game. So obviously the 30 offensive rebounds that Westchester has is a big issue right now for us, and the 19 turnovers that we had is a big issue. But all that stuff is correctable. It's very correctable, and that's just something that we need to make sure is our focus going into tomorrow night, and hopefully we can play better.
And we talked about that on the broadcast, that we didn't think you'd be very pleased with that offensive rebound number for them. But the fact that you only have 4 guys that return that legitimately played last year, only 1 returning starter, and those guys got out there and meshed together, you got to feel happy at least that they look pretty cohesive at certain times, I thought.
Yeah, I think the good part about it is I don't think effort was the issue. I thought the effort was there. It's just a little bit of getting comfortable playing with each other. And for us, and these guys know, like, we haven't had 10 guys that practice healthy in a long time. Like, we've been practicing with like 7 or 8 guys and having coaches practice. And so it's going to take time. And this team's got a high ceiling, and I do feel like we're going to continue to get better throughout the season.
Free throws weren't great in that opening half. You finished, though, you got there 45 times. I mean, that's got to make you pleased, I think, that the fact that obviously you were getting to the basket. You weren't just putting up threes and things like that. You were taking the ball to them and taking the game to them. You gave yourself opportunities at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's I didn't realize we shot that many free throws. That's a lot of free throws. And I'm one of those coaches, I don't get mad at guys for missing free. They're not trying to miss. You know, these guys put an incredible amount of time in, and you know, tomorrow night if we shoot 45 free throws, we might make 42 of them. It's just, I trust these guys, and we'll rebound from that.
Talk to me about playing a team like Westchester right out of the box. I mean, it's a team that won 19 games a year ago. You know when you're playing somebody from the PSAC, this is a quality opponent to have to open up with.
Yeah, it's they've got 60% of their scoring back from last year's team, picked 2nd in the PSAC East preseason. I want to play teams like this, and I think Coach Blair would say the same thing. Like, it's a good test for us early to play, and I think that team's possibly an NCAA tournament team. You know, they're going to continue to get better, and they've got a bunch of good players and a bunch of good transfers, and they've got size. So I look to them to win their fair share of games, and now we're their biggest fan, and I hope they go out and win a ton of games for us this year.
Kyler, let's talk about your performance tonight. You come out, you put up 25 points in this game tonight, picking up off where you left last year after being Mountain East Conference Freshman of the Year. It felt at times like you were trying to be a leader out there on the floor too. Is that kind of the role you're trying to take down to this 2nd year with the Hilltoppers?
Yeah, I mean, we got 4 guys that played last year that know the system. We got a whole bunch of new guys, so us 4 kind of came together and like, we have to get these guys up to our level if we want to be a really good basketball team and play in the NCAA tournament. So that's just what we all try to do.
What's it like to finally have an opportunity to play somebody else? I mean, you guys have had some scrimmages, you've gone against each other. It's got to be good to just finally see somebody in a different jersey, right?
Yeah, it's so much fun. Like, we play against each other every day in practice. We beat up on each other every day in practice. Like, we know what's coming. It's just fun to get out and play like together as a team and just play somebody new.
How do you get back so quickly? You're going to play in less than 24 hours from now. What do you do now between now and tomorrow afternoon?
Just focus on recovering our body, like recruit Bluefield, see what they're going to do, and just prepare.
Talk to me, Findlay, about your performance tonight. Double-double, nearly a triple-double. You finished with 8 assists, I believe, in the game. You were the leading assist guy that returned on this team. You had 83 a season ago. Talk to me about you out there tonight. How did you feel in the flow with everybody else?
I mean, I think it's just a chemistry thing, obviously. Like, we spent the whole preseason trying to figure out how guys are going to play with each other and stuff, and I feel like, especially these last couple of weeks after a few scrimmages, we figured out how to kind of play off each other and stuff, and it just makes life a lot easier. But we just got to work on staying consistent. We'll make that run, but then we let it off, and then they come back into the game. We just got to like step on the team start and finish the game.
Now, one of those things you did take from the scrimmages was the opportunity to kind of learn where guys could be and where you worked with other guys as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's another part of scrimmages. Like, you're testing out lineups, you're testing out who's going to play well together, and it's kind of just chemistry building, honestly, because obviously when you're playing against each other, you don't really see how it's going to happen in a real game. So.
How about your game? I mean, you're asked to do a lot because not only do you play outside offensively at certain times and guard guys to play offensively outside, you've got to go down the low post a lot of times and guard the big on the other team. They had a couple of decent bigs inside today, but I thought you did a good job, stayed out of foul trouble as well while guarding those guys on the low post. How much confidence do you have and how much pride do you take in your ability as a defender?
I think that's how Coach drills every practice for us. We'll do stop, score, stop, and it's like, if you get scored on, like, that's not good. You want to be punished for being scored on, so just emphasizing that and just being able to be versatile defensively, not just offensively. So.
Yeah, and I know, Ben, for you, we see the offense. You guys put up 114 points, but the defense for you is really where it all starts. What did you think about the pressure tonight? Were you satisfied with the way you guys were able to guard 90 feet?
Yeah, I think so. I think especially early on that first half, I thought our pressure was really good, and I think we were speeding them up. And we have a category. It's called like stuff happens, and just if you're out there pressing and if you're out there forcing tempo, teams do some things they typically wouldn't do if you're just sitting in the half court. So I think a lot of that stuff happened. But again, it's the first game. It was the first game for us. It was the first game for them. Both teams will continue to get better.
What do you do now? You're going to go out and watch Bluefield State play? You know their head coach pretty well, right?
No, him really well. No, he's from my neck of the woods. He's from Parkersburg and recruited him here. Great player here. Kind of a mirror image, right? We're playing the same style of basketball, and I think it's going to be a track meet. And I know I ain't going to slow it down. I don't think he's going to slow it down, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow.
Congrats on the win, and best of luck to you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.